is dignified and
Hey, how's it going, guys? Domino Paris 21 here, and back again to bring you guys an updated deck profile of mine. So of course the deck I have to present to you guys is my updated Glory Maelstrom deck, post set 11 of course, using the Aquaforce support cards introduced in set 11 for them. You guys may be familiar with my older build for Glory Maelstrom for post set 9, but decided to take a break from the deck, played other decks such as the Genovius profile you guys seen, but you know, after some testing and such, I really do feel like as of right now, before you know Tetra Drive and all the new shenanigans come out in future sets, I feel like this is probably the best way to play Aquaforce, just utilizing what Aquaforce is known for. Of course, I am here hanging out with all the guys here, just testing out the deck as well. Got Warliken in the background. Just
why do people think I retired or dead? I'm retired. There's a difference.
Yeah, I don't know. He's alive. He's right here. He didn't quit Vanguard. He just like whatever. Anyways.
I just quit videos for now.
Yeah, he's there though. And then we got Kuro here. Got other people gathering around, surrounding me.
I'm watching this.
Here.
Savage Warrior here, brother of the Liberator player that is featured on my channel as well. But yes, anyways, now talking about the Glory deck. Let's actually get to it.
Glory, hallelujah. I make sure you can't use sentinels. Glory, glory, hallelujah. You can only guard with zeros.
Yeah, that's like our anthem he sings every time he sees me cross-ride it. I try to like do it really quickly so he doesn't see. Oh yeah, anyway, so let's get to it.
I see it.
For starters, we have, well, your starter, Officer Cadet Erik, just your simple starter that I've used in like almost all my Aquaforce deck, except for Genovius, of course. Count +1, put him in Soul, check top 5 for grade 3, and add 1 to hand. I have a lot of grade 3s in this deck, and they're all very useful for this deck, so it's really good for consistency. Next up for grade 3s, of course, you have your 3 copies of Glory Maelstrom. Really can't have an Aquaforce deck without Glory Maelstrom. Just really one of the best finishers in the game, arguably. Really strong card.
So strong.
So strong.
Strong.
So
That
strong.
sounds Chinese.
So strong.
Strong. I don't know.
He's so strong.
No matter what language you say it, really good card.
Very strong.
Now, of course, with post set 11, with some new Aquaforce support, definitely one of the most powerful combos right now is you are running Transcore Dragons. It is the Break Ride introduced in set 11 for Aquaforce. So what he does is Limit Break 4, when an Aquaforce rides on top of him, Vanguard gates +10, and then when your Vanguard attacks, your opponent has to either discard 1 card, or if they do choose to not discard a card, they cannot call any units to the Guardian Circle and he gains a crit. So, I mean, pretty much if your opponent doesn't discard, pay the cost, he will most likely die. So it's pretty nasty, because, I mean, Break Riding with Glory, and then swinging for potentially 36 with the right booster, it's pretty nasty, pretty dirty. We're like just humming the anthem here, but yeah. So he's running 3/3 now. There is a lot of decks going around, you know, like the traditional Transcore Glory deck. This is not entirely focused on that, just because you know, just going for the Glory Transcore combo can be very situational at times. So I decided to actually have a little bit more variety now. Going into the rest of the grade 3s, you still have your Bluestorm Dragon Maelstrom, still one of the OGs of Aquaforce, really awesome card. He's a really good option to go into, especially maybe, for instance, if your opponent gives you Limit Break before they do. If you go to Limit Break before your opponent does, you can try and just pressure with the Maelstrom right there, because I mean, Maelstrom hitting is still a nice +2 and still very pressuring for your opponent. And then you can still cross ride with the Glory and go with the defense late game, and you can still like put a lot of pressure with the Glory Maelstrom regardless, so no need to get greedy, of course. So yeah, the 2 Maelstrom is fine, because there's sometimes there can be consistency issues, so it's a really good balance combo, so really liking that. And then you have the 1 Diamantes. Yeah, he's a 9th grade 3s. I am running 9 grade 3s, but whatever. I mean, Aquaforce calls their entire hand to their field anyway.
Also depends on the player.
Depends on the players, of course, but yeah. So it's a really good lineup I like, so yeah, everything works out there. And then for grade 2s, you have your 3 Tier Knight Lazarus. So just good 10Ks, good vanilla, good turn 2 ride.
I like chocolate, guys.
Chocolate.
Whoa.
I'm not much of a chocolate person.
You know, well, there's some chocolate there. Or if you really prefer vanilla, you know.
I don't know. Anyways, now, and then you have your 3 copies of Storm Rider Basil, or Basil. Now a common misconception with Basil is that he's commonly, you know, put down a lot because he hits for 10, which obviously, of course, you know, most grade 3 Vanguards are 11k base. The idea with Basil is you can at least open with them and get some other beaters on the field to try and apply some early game pressure, especially turn 2. But one thing people forget with Basil is that you don't really have to like, you know, have 2 attacks in the column as him. You can put him behind like a 6k booster. He still swings for 10 and it's still 16. A lot of times you don't really have to initiate the 4 attacks, especially if you're not focusing on enabling your Maelstrom. So that's something to definitely keep in mind when going forward playing with the deck, because a lot of my opponents did not seem to know that. So yeah, 3 Basil is just fine. Then you have 2 copies of your Twin Strike Brave Shooter, just a basic 12k attacker when he attacks, and you have 2 or less Aquaforce rear guards at rest. I only like 2 because you're really not going to get his boost as much unless you put him in the Storm Rider column. That's really all his role is, but it's a really good effective card. And then 2 Knight Lucas, main and Libra clone, just nice for good pressure and get some draw power going in the deck since you don't really use your Counterblast as much. So nice little lineup there. Grade 1s, of course you have your 4 perfect guards, and yes, I use the older ones because I don't see the point in getting the new ones. These look cool.
Unless you like purple.
It is purple?
It's like pink, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse.
Well, you know.
And then you have 3 Dorothea. Dorothea, of course. Definitely, it's your 10k Vanguard booster when it boosts the Vanguard as their attack. Just a really good card to hit those key numbers. 26 with Maelstrom, 36 with Glory Maelstrom with Transcore, or just a simple 26 or 28 with Glory Maelstrom. So really hits those key numbers. Definitely like 3 because the Radicus keep blowing her up, and I like seeing her as often as I can. So definitely a good consistent card to run at 3. Then definitely one of the MVPs of the grade 1s is the self-damagers. A lot of times, of course, if your opponent obviously suspects you having the Glory Maelstrom, they're very, very wary of giving you that 5 damage to when you're trying to make that push with Glory. So it's really fun just to see, look at my opponent's faces whenever I break right Transcore of a Glory. I'm at 4 and I just drop one of these. So
and they're like, what?
So much salt, sea salt, that is. But yeah, very good clutch card, and it's really good to maybe even get the Maelstrom off a turn early too as well, or recycle triggers back in the deck. So just amazing card. I definitely recommend at 3 or 4. Then you have 2 of the Brave Shooter, just a 10k attacker with the same condition as the Twin Strike Brave Shooter. So is this a good 10k attacker to use in a Storm Rider column? And what's nice is I like to use him early game with the Basil, so that, you know, once my opponent rides at 11k, I could simply just use this as a simple 17k beater column. So definitely a nice card to open with a combination of Basil. And then you have 2 penguins, because trust the penguin.
I mean, he's got lightsabers, why not?
Yeah, but
look,
I mean, draw
power
power is good.
right there. It's a signal thing. I know. It's a signal thing. Don't care.
Just draw power is really good straw card to open.
Force draws are really nice.
And then for triggers, since like I said, the style of the deck, especially with the grade 3 lineup, it has a different variety. I decided to go with a more balanced lineup with 2 stands, two stands of each, 2 crits of each, 4 otters because you have to trust the otter, and 4 sexy legs. So rainbow. So it's a pretty good, nice, balanced, consistent lineup. So it's pretty good.
You know what this deck needs? More stands.
No, get the hell out of here, Standile.
Standile? Get out here. Nobody invited you. Nobody invited you. Anyways, but yeah, guys, that is the deck profile there. Thank you guys so much for watching again. As always, leave a comment down below.
2 cubic tons.
I don't know, comment down below if you actually know that reference. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, leave a comment down below with any suggestions, comments, questions, concerns, and whatnot, or whatever. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to, is it Zucker or Kuro?
The Kuro.
The Kuro, I don't know. I'll leave a link down below.
Hey guys, look what I found! Wow!